Hello, this is Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the paper tulip brownie. Please like this video below and subscribe to my channel. You could also find the supplies listed below along with a template to cut with your Cricut, Silhouette, or other cutting machines. You could also find a hand-cut version for those that don't have a cutting machine. First, you'll need to have the front and back printed on white or blush cardstock paper. The one I'm making here is with blush text weight cardstock paper. You want to make the front and back as aligned as possible, and I'm using the Canon G3270 printer, and you will need to figure out on your settings of your printer to print head alignment and follow the instructions for your printer to make sure your alignment is accurate. I do this every so often and it helps make sure to fix alignment errors. If your printer isn't printing front and back meeting up, then I suggest just printing on one side only. Once you have it printed and cut, you will need two of the pattern per tulip you make. Then use 24 gauge floral wire and cut 6 pieces about 3 to 4 inches. Then use a plier to loop one end and make a total of 6 wire pieces. Then I use white floral tape to cover that loop, and about an inch below the loop, do the same to all 6 pieces and gather all the 6 and floral tape them together just at the bottom part of the floral taped area. Then open up the floral wire and use yellow pan pastel or yellow acrylic markers or paint and color them. If you could find yellow floral tape, that works, but I only had white, so I am turning this yellow with pan pastel. Once the color is added, gather the wire to close and get the 2 petal pattern, and with the stack curl each petal. I also have a regular tulip where the pattern is a little different and meant for a more closed tulip, whereas this tulip brownie will be meant to look open. So open the curls back and go back on the tips and curl out so the sides are curled towards you and the top of the petals are curled away from you. Then take one and make sure the sides curled towards you and top curled away from you, and add hot glue on the little tab that is facing you, and then attach that to the back side of the next petal, making sure the petals are evenly spread out. Then poke a hole in the center, then add the yellow center, gathering all the wire and poke it through the center of this flower. The second piece will be flipped around and adding glue on the back side of this tab, and now the tab will cross over to the other petal but on the inside of the flower. This will be the second and last layer, so the bottom side will be clean without seeing the glued tab. Then poke a hole and add the rest of the center and the first petals crisscross so it goes in between the petals. Add hot glue on the bottom of the first layer and then add the second layer. Then add a thick floral wire in between all the thin wires from the center, and then use green floral tape and gather all the floral wire. This is also optional, but I also added some Mod Podge satin finish just to give it a little gloss. I just painted it over on top. This was also an old template that only had a hand-cut version, and if you had this template already, you could request the template again by going back to the original. I believe it was called the Tulip Print template, and it will give you the updated template, or you could just email me. I also have the standard traditional tulip that's more closed linked below. Please like this video below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.